much more that's going to happen. And maybe that's why that other guy, Epstein, kind of, supposedly offed himself, because he was probably getting ready to do the same thing. The fact that she mentioned that there are others is enough to make people squirm.
Not stop us from going after these predators, no matter how long it takes, in order to fulfill our obligation to those families who suffered horrific pain at the hands of these violent terrorists. And now, I again want to tell everyone that American justice is here, that President Trump will make sure that the cavalry comes for Americans no matter where they are in this world. Thank you.
We'll take a few questions.
I'm looking, I have an on-topic and an off-topic. Sure. Tell us a little bit about how he was captured, where he was captured. Was he in jail for a while before? Was he at home? What can you tell us about how this all went down?
We're not going to give out a lot of the details, but I'm going to let Cash take what we can say.
The general's right. We have to protect the integrity of the investigation.
Sorry about that. It just went out. I don't know what the heck happened. Matt, when you joined in, it went out. I don't know what happened, but I'm back.
Always is to make sure even this individual receives the constitutional protections only afforded in the United States of America. But in FTOC, a foreign transfer of custody is executed by the FBI each and every time with special tactical assets, FBI agents, and of course medical personnel. And that was done in this instance. And the individual was
it's the internet, you know what I'm saying? It stopped working all of a sudden. But I'm glad everything was saved, nothing got erased. Let's continue. Thank you.
Apprehended and transferred over the night and into custody early this morning at an airfield. And so that's about all we can say on that matter. But in order to maintain the chain of custody, this is what the FBI does, routine, every time. It's what we did for the 6 top 10 we already captured. It's what we did for the relentless others that we continue to capture.
Was he picked up in Libya?
He was picked up overseas.
Why is that important? Because they can't even say where they got this guy, how they got him, where he was flown from, because the operational security at this point tells you what? It tells you wherever they got this guy, wherever they picked him up and plucked him, people are talking. So they can't tell you where it happened because there's still people being investigated, still people talking. They don't want to compromise it because if you said, hey, he was picked up in Abu Dhabi, people would be like, okay, who's working with them and how are they doing this in Abu Dhabi? They would probably try to trace it back by saying, hey, he was picked up overseas. That's all you need to know. Probably in a UPS truck, got into a FedEx plane, and then dropped into Washington, D.C. someplace. He didn't even mention the airport. He's at an airfield somewhere. So that's how clandestine this entire operation was. They don't even want you to know where this guy was picked up.
And then if I could just ask you 2 quick off topics. Obviously, this terrible tragedy we're watching in Arizona with Nancy Guthrie. I understand you know Savannah Guthrie. What is the federal government doing right now? Is the FBI now leading the investigation, taking it over from the locals?
We're doing everything to assist the locals. We're working with the locals. Breaks my heart for Savannah and for her family. I know she's asked for all of our prayers. So please pray for her beautiful mom, pray for her family that she's returned home. That's all we can say about that at this time. But yeah, I've known Savannah for over 30 years and it's breaking my heart.
If I may, there seems to be a little confusion with DNI Gabbard was down in Atlanta last week for the Fulton County search.
Notice how quickly they pivoted. You're talking about a major terrorist arrest, and you got the the Attorney General in front of you, and you pivot to Savannah Guthrie and Fulton County. You can't even stay on this topic.
Originally, This office said that she was not part of the investigation. She put in a letter to Congress that President Trump directed her to do so. And then now President Trump yesterday said that it was at your insistence that she went down there. So what is the case here?
Yeah, thanks for asking that. It's that's interesting because D&I, Gabbard, and I are inseparable. We are constantly together, as are the people behind us. We constantly talk. We collaborate as a cabinet. We're all extremely close.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, when I heard this morning, I couldn't help but remember the movie Clear and Present Danger. You guys remember?
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
And you know, the Americans here, and they were looking at doing things, and they were trying to take down a drug lord. And they found out that the drug lord may have had some contact with the president in the movie. And they're like, "So how should we handle it?" And they all went around the room and said, "You need to do this. You need to do that." And Harrison Ford's doing like this, and he's like, "What? What?" He goes, "Don't do it. Show no daylight." Yes. He's not a friend. He's a good friend. Give them no daylight. That reminded me of what she just said. We are all, there's nothing between us. All of us work together, completely solid. Each and every one of us, we talk all the time. We work together. Now you got any other questions? No. Yes. Okay. If she farts, I can smell it. That's how close we are. If she farts, I can tell you what she had for dinner. And it gives them no place to go. And it reminded me instantly of that part in the movie.
Each other, what we're doing at all times, pretty much, to keep not only our country safe, but our world safe. And she was down there with Deputy Director Andrew Bailey of the FBI. And I'm not going to talk about any other details of that matter right now because Georgia's a very important issue to us. She was there. We're inseparable. That's all I'll say.
I told you, that leaves them no place to go. We're inseparable. Yes, I'm involved. She's involved. That's it. That's all you need to know. I love it. Love it.
Can you say, was there foreign involvement in the capture of this suspect? What kind of assistance did you get from other countries?
I'm going to let Director Patel take that. I think we're not going to be able to say a lot on that matter as well. But and to you personally, I'm so sorry you and your NBC family are going through this right now.
We appreciate it.
As the general said, in order to execute an apprehension, a capture, and a foreign transfer of custody, no one agency alone can do it. We did it throughout the interagency here, and of course we're working with partners overseas. And we're not going to get into the details of those conversations and those ongoing matters because as the U.S. Attorney indicated to you, we're not done. And so what we want to do is maintain not just the integrity of this investigation, but the possibility and the promise of bringing more individuals to justice for this heinous act of terror.
There's time for a couple more. We have something else going on at 10 o'clock down there.
Yeah, so on Benghazi, what did the communication look like between the Trump administration and the victims' families throughout this process, if any? I know someone as far as Sue Clinton during, the early days of this, but what's the communication look like with them?
I think what I can say now is that do you want to take that, Director? We've had to keep everything very quiet for obvious reasons up until this point. And then U.S. Attorney Pirro, as she said, contacted all the families, and I think they were absolutely thrilled. I think they had probably lost faith that something would happen. But again, we never forget. Donald Trump never forgets.
Donald Trump never forgets. He had Pam Bondi chase down this guy who did something 14 years ago. That he did something and he was a part of 4 Americans being killed 14 years ago. Donald Trump never forgets. So
what's up, Jigga? How you doing, Jigga?
I don't know.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Across the country. You think he forgot being impeached twice? You think he forgot being shot?
Thank you, Jigga. Thank you for the gift, man. Thank you.
Nothing's happening. He's not doing anything.
Really appreciate it. Thank you, man.
You look stupid. I mean, seriously, if you're throwing in the towel on President Trump because something he didn't do that you didn't want or that you want to see happen first, your priorities are obviously not their priorities. And if he doesn't forget what they've done to him, pretty much you can be rest assured he is going to take action against those who wronged him as well. If you don't think he's taking...
I'm about to end it at 10:30, you guys. 10:30, I'm about to end it. I'll be back. Thank you.
Action, you don't know him. When I see people think or say to themselves he's not doing anything, that tells me they are Johnny-come-latelys. That tells me they have not followed this guy for quite some time. Like I said, I wasn't on the Trump train in 2016. I was on the Trump train way back when he wrote the book Art of the Deal because I wanted to get involved in real estate. And I read everything he said, and I watched everything he did. Guy takes no prisoners. And I'm going to play it one day, where he says about revenge. I think people need to understand what's in this guy's mind. Probably, I can't imagine how much Melania has had to do just to, don't do it yet, Donald. Don't swing this hard yet. Just hold on. He doesn't forget. And that's not a new line. You can go all the way back and read the books. He doesn't forget.
Yeah, and we have a 10 o'clock in our office that's very positive if anyone would like to join us on that. So thank you. Go ahead.
That the DNI, that Tulsi Gabbard's presence in Atlanta during a law enforcement search, are you concerned at all that that could taint whatever the FBI is doing and whatever findings come from that investigation?
Absolutely not. And Andrew Bailey was taking the lead down there. He's Director Patel's deputy director of the FBI. Thank you all.
That's all they had to say. That's all the press could talk about. And then the last guy, do you think Tulsi Gabbard is going to taint the investigation? Who the hell are you talking to? How could she possibly be tainting the investigation when you don't even know what she's investigating? Long-tailed cats running around in this room full of rocking chairs. And they're trying to do everything they can to deflect. Pretty crazy. Before I get into the next story, let me go ahead and stop and take some comments here. Forgot about her, Loretta Lynch. Where's she at? And Trump, where was this one? And Trump is very patient. Revenge is a dish best served cold. And so many people say you shouldn't have revenge. You shouldn't go back after people who have wronged you. Except if what they did is illegal, then you would be ignoring the law. If what they did was illegal, if they called him a whatever name, and we've heard them all, okay, no big deal. Anybody can call me whatever they want. But if you did certain things that crossed the line into illegality, then that revenge is putting your sweet ass in jail. And I gotta believe at this point there's a lot of puckering going on right about now. This leads to Hussein, Clinton, and Holder. Their botched covert gun running scheme got embassy people and private contractors killed. Exactly. Susan Rice, there's another one. They all ran that BS. They all went forward with the whole thing about it was a video because they were in a protest. Yeah, not. So I'm going to move a little bit faster here because, like I said, we're going to a movie. So now I want to get into, before we do that, I do have another piece. I want you to hear. Somebody mentioned Hussein and the rest of them. Listen to this. This was on the Sean Ryan show, I believe.
Obama, this is while the attack's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So we have an embassy and a CIA annex under attack, and the president of the United States is flying to Vegas to meet with Beyonce.
Yep.
You hear that, everybody?
So the problem's way bigger than Hillary. I don't like to focus on Hillary because she's like the scapegoat and she's done a million things wrong, but God, there's so many other people. Jake Sullivan is in a super senior role in our government who had a way bigger role than Hillary, and people just ignore it. And like I said, they don't care that Obama went to Vegas. It blows my mind. And then the fact that the Department of Defense they could not respond. They weren't even close to responding then.
Now understand, if you don't know the particulars of this, this is going to cause you to go back. You're going to, because as Sean Ryan, I forget the woman's name, who is a big deep stater, right? She's done all kinds of investigative stuff on it. But you may not know that while this was going on, Obama flew to Las Vegas to hang out with Beyonce. You may not know these particulars. You're going to know. You're going to find out, because I'm pretty sure we're going to hear this stuff come up when Hillary gets on the stand, if she even goes at this point. Now let's look at the next chess move. Yeah, I'm going to come in and testify. Oops, they got somebody from Benghazi. Maybe not. Maybe we need to hold off. I got diarrhea, so I can't come. So while all of this is going on, when they can't even get on the phone and call for support to the embassy, Obama's in Las Vegas hanging out with, Beyonce.
Like sheer failure. All that stuff got pushed. You just say it's Hillary, and everyone's like, yeah, and then nobody else had to be held accountable. I mean, Obama, as everybody knows, he did tell the Secretary of Defense, use all means to do this. And then he got on a plane to Vegas to go see Beyonce and Jay-Z. It's like, why did he not cancel that trip and stay and make sure his orders were followed up?
I love how Sean's very vocal, but he just left that there for you to think about. Why did he leave town and go hang out with Jay-Z and Beyonce? Somebody said in the chat, all roads lead to Hussein. And that's exactly where they go. And I think we're going to see that come to fruition. They've got to be freaking out at this point. All right, so now before I get into the next part of this stuff, I saw in the chat that some people said they don't know what happened today. So let me just bring you back. President Trump early this morning or late last night posted a video. And the video and the content of the video, nobody wants you to see. Nobody wants to talk about it. The video was 1 minute and 2 seconds long. 62 seconds. Nobody's going to talk about the first 60 seconds. Nobody is going to bring up any of the subject matter of the first 60 seconds.
Nope.
So I'm going to let you see the first 60 seconds.
Initiated by a court order, the Michigan investigation team obtained forensic access to a DS-200 tabulator, the machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered in...
Okay. I don't know if this one was because of this subject matter, but obviously you saw it buffered. And so I paused it so you guys wouldn't miss it. Hopefully they're not trying to mess with me. But here, let's listen to it again. Let's see if it happens again, because this is the first 60 seconds. People hadn't seen his first 60 seconds because they're not talking about it. All right, so I'm going to start it over. Hopefully the buffering was just something odd. Here we go.
Initiated by a court order, the Michigan investigation team obtained forensic access to a DS-200 tabulator, the machine that counts the votes. A Telit 4G wireless chip manufactured in Taiwan was discovered embedded into the motherboard. The voting machine tapes clearly indicate modem engagement and transmission of election data. Some of the anomalies that we noticed in the 2020 general elections, that 5 key states all stopped counting at a certain time in these key battleground states. These were all where the software, the mini machines, ES&S machines were used, the Smartmatic, the GEMS software. So when the vote stopped counting, and this has been noted in other countries as well, President Trump was significantly ahead. When reporting and counting resumed, there was a massive spike occurred that favored Joe Biden.
That's crazy.
That was the first 60 seconds of the video. And that's what he wanted everybody to focus on. Whoever edited the video screwed up. And when they edited the video, That's what's got everybody freaking out right now. Instead of everybody talking about, hey, President Trump just told you guys something about the election. Nobody's, in fact, the news at this point has clipped it, and they're only showing the last 2 seconds, which I will show you. They only want you to focus on the last 2 seconds. They want you not to know anything about the first 60. In fact, let me show you something today. This came out by, what do you call it? AP. Let me put this up here. AP posted this earlier, and when they posted it, they said, Trump's racist post about the Obamas, which it wasn't about the Obamas.
That's the whole thing.
Is deleted after backlash despite the White House earlier defending it. That is one complete lie. The post was not about the Obamas.
See?
And the thing about the post, which I told you earlier, that President Trump made one huge effing mistake. And that mistake is you don't give in to terrorists. You don't give in to the mob. You don't let them think they got you on something, because they're not going to stop. They are not going to say, okay, it was a mistake. He deleted it. Let's go on. No. You're going to hear about
Trump deleted it, but he didn't apologize for it.
this. I guarantee you, for the next year, it is going to be the new Charlottesville. It's going to be the new Russia. They will continue to talk about this over and over and over. And so here was the article that they put, Trump's racist post, which I have a problem with, which I'll talk about in a second. Racist post about the Obamas, which it wasn't, is deleted. And it goes on, President Trump's racial social media post featuring President Obama and his wife Michelle as primates in a jungle was deleted after a backlash from both Republicans, rhinos/black pillars, and Democrats who criticized the video as offensive. Let me just tell you this. You never want to give in to these people because it gives you fuel. It gives them fuel to say you're racist. Never mind the fact that for, I don't know, years, you've been telling us we're homophobes, xenophobes, deplorables, Nazis, fascists. You have put pictures of President Trump with horns on his head. You created an inflatable fat doll, and you did everything possible to demean this guy and his family.
Right, hanging off a tree.
To no end. So if a video ended up getting posted about President Trump, spare me. As a black person, I have experienced racism. By their definition, not mine. If somebody calls me the N-word, I don't care. I don't know you. You mean nothing to me. Screw off. Take the middle fingers. Go on your way. You mean nothing. It's inconsequential. Racism is merely the bullet that they put into the Democrat gun. It's the thing that they use constantly to try and injure other people. They use racism as a weapon. It is designed to hit harder than the other words. And so they're all out on social media. But I wanted to show you something because I found this to be very interesting. Listen to this 2-minute destruction by Senator Schmidt.
We did a little bit of digging into Public Citizen and found two things. One is you're funded by George Soros, correct?
The Open Society Foundation is one of our funders, yes.
And you call just about everything you don't like racist.
That is not true, but...
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a few examples.
Sure.
On December 11th, 2019, Public Citizen tweeted that the banking sector as a whole is racist. On August 17th, 2021, Public Citizen sent in a press release that algorithmic racism was a major problem and that we need to start creating anti-racist algorithms. On December 23rd, 2020, Public Citizen tweeted that our healthcare system is a racist abomination. On April 17th, or on April 7th, 2023, Public Citizen tweeted that expelling two Tennessee state reps for violating the legislature's rule was racism. On April 15th, 2021, Public Citizen tweeted that law enforcement in this country has been overrun by racism. On June 25th, 2020, Public Citizen tweeted, racism is the reason D.C. is not a state. On January 15th, 2019, Public Citizen tweeted that asking about citizenship status on the census was racist. On August 24th, 2020, Public Citizen tweeted, defund our racist, hyper-militarized, murderous American police force. On July 10th, 2020, Public Citizen tweeted that law and order is a racist dog whistle. Do you stand by these statements?
Well, I appreciate the depths of which you've gone of research. In the context of all those statements, yes, sir.
So everything is racist. Saying good morning is racist. Racist is the category that they put anything in that they want to attack. You can only think it's racist if you are fitting in the blocks that they want to color within. And so today, one of the problems is so many people are afraid of the term racist. I am so happy today I'm black because people can't call me a racist. They may call me something else. They may call me the uncle word. But I see through all this stuff. I even had somebody come in one of my comments on X today, and one of the comments on X today, I put, this means nothing. I think I put so. Well, Barry, you don't understand. Let me ask you a question. You know any black people who are apes? No, I don't know any. So how the hell can that be racist? If they put his head on a dog, oh, he's calling him a dog. It wouldn't have mattered. See, that's what you're not understanding. You can't say anything about Michelle or Barack Obama. Nothing. They have become saviors to the Democrat Party. You can't even speak ill of them. You can't call her Big Mike. You can't do anything if the term Obama is next to it. Yet you can destroy other people. You can call them every single insult you possibly want and create any meme that you want. You can say that President Trump has a mushroom weenie. You can say he's a rapist. You can say anything you want about him. Oh, no, not Obama. Let me prove it to you that it's simply Obama. Because I'm going to show you what the 2 seconds were that pissed everybody off. Then I'm going to show you the entirety of the video that was in that video.
I don't know, was it YouTube or my internet or what? It just blanked out on me.
Whoever's running it is probably using CapCut or something, and it was a reel, and it popped up next. It wasn't even part of the same video. And whoever was doing it didn't have any skills to go ahead and edit it out, morons. But this is the actual, once we hear him done with this guy, I'm going to show you the actual video.
Thank you. I'm glad you subscribed. Thank you.
That's the video. That's the video that these people are all freaking out. 2 seconds worth of this.
I'm gonna stop it at 10:30. 24:30. I'm gonna stop at 10:30. Other than that, let's continue.
Has turned into everybody losing their
Thanks for
mind.
coming back.
They didn't talk about the first 60 seconds. And not only did they not talk about the first 60 seconds,
Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, guys.
person mentioned the 53
I'm gonna cut it short at 10:30. 10:30.
after this.
I'll be back again.
So you have to tell me, why is it only the Obamas that the pedestal is there? Why is it only these 2 people can you not make fun of? Watch what you see next. Okay, let's look at it. Mm-hmm. And by the way, I had to cut the sound because it's the music on this is in the jungle, the mighty jungle. And so if I played this music, they would have a problem. But the next person up was Hillary and Hakeem. I didn't see a whole bunch of people screaming about Hillary being made fun of. She's a wild
Yes,
boar.
it is horrible.
Pumbaa. And he's the meerkat from the movie. Let's see what else. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, there's Gavin Newsom and AOC. Haven't seen anybody else say that's racist. Is that racist? No, it's only the Honorable Barack Obama. The Honorable Barack Obama and Big Mike. That's it. You just can't touch them. Who else is in this video? By the way, that nobody is showing.
Thank you, Wire Rat. Thank you. Yeah, shit funny, ain't it?
None of the news. They only showed 2 seconds out of a minute and 2, and they didn't even show the rest. It was making fun of everybody. Oh, what's his name? J.B. Pritzker as an elephant, and Pencil Neck Schiff as a giraffe. I don't know if giraffes find that insulting. I don't know if elephants find that insulting, but nobody's talking about that, are they? Who else? Let me see who else is in here. Oh, Chuck Schumer as a giraffe. Mondani as a jackal or hyena. Nope, nobody's talking about that.
No.
This is too far for them to look. Once they found the Obamas, that's racist. Let's run with it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Again, at 10:30, I'm about to cut it short. I've been screaming for about like 3 hours probably. Thank you, guys.
Joe's eating a banana. Is that racist? I can't even.
I'm gonna wind it back for you.
See what Kamala's doing down there. There's Gavin Newsom and AOC. Haven't seen anybody else say that's racist. Is that racist? No, it's only the Honorable Barack Obama. The Honorable Barack Obama and Big Mike. That's it. You just can't touch them. Who else is in this video? By the way, that nobody is showing. Not a single, not the AP, none of the news. They only showed 2 seconds out of a minute and 2.
Yeah, but the sad thing about it, you show the whole video, they're going to still say, oh, Obama and them. What about Biden eating the banana? That looks kind of funny and sus. Amazing.
And they didn't even show the rest. It was making fun of everybody. Oh, what's his name? J.B. Pritzker.
And he's overweight.
And Pencil.
They got him as an elephant. They got him as an elephant. He's overweight. Come on, y'all.
As a giraffe.
What the fat people complaining about that?
I don't know if giraffes find that insulting. I don't know if elephants find that insulting. But nobody's talking about that, are they?
Nope.
Who else? Let me see who else is in here. Oh, Chuck Schumer as a giraffe. Mondani as a jackal.
Justice.
Or hyena. Nope, nobody's talking about that. This is too far for them to look. Once they found the Obamas, that's racist. Let's run with it.
Right.
That was it. There's Joe.
Oh.
Joe's eating a banana.
Whoa.
Is that racist? I can't even see what Kamala's doing down there. I didn't see anybody talking about Kamala.
Sleepy Joe.
Or Joe eating a banana. Baboon.
Sleepy Joe.
Hey, the jungle to my hand. And here comes the Lion King. The Lion King. This was a spoof on the Lion King.
Thank you.
This is what this video was that played after the 1 minute of.
Yeah, they should have had the opposite, fraud. Right? Whoever did the editing did a terrible job. She should have been hyena.
None of this was shown. Nope. I don't even know who that one might be. Rashida Tlaib? Maybe that's who that
Joyful
was.
Warrior.
Oh, didn't have anybody complaining about that. Yeah, Rashida Tlaib is a pig. Who else is in here that we can talk about, make fun of? And, there's Harry Sisson at the very top, fanning the Lion King. And there's Whoopi as a hippo. Whoopi is that racist? Oh, maybe the ladies of the View will say that's racist. Oh, there she is, a hippopotamus. And there's the whole group together, bowing down to the Lion King. Oh, here he comes, right through the king of the jungle.
Amazing.
Now you know the whole story. Now you know specifically what this completely choreographed crap is all about. They took a 2-second piece from a 1-and-2-second video, ignored the first part completely, don't want anybody to focus or see what was in that first part.
Thank you.
Spare me.
Justice, thank you for the gift. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And I guarantee you are going to hear it daily, if not monthly, for the next 10 or 11 months. It's racist. And I had somebody goes, how as a black person do you defend this? Defend what? A meme? Are you really asking black people to defend a meme? And then today, after it all happened, I saw all kinds of people, even Tim Scott, calling it racist. They found their opportunity to go after Trump. They found a reason to try and dent the armor of President Trump. People like, I can't vote for this. I can never. Well, you know what? You never were going to vote for it. You're full of crap. Now that you've seen the whole thing, I wanted you guys to be able to see the entirety of the video, the entirety of the mess up, the entirety of what happened, so you can understand he did not post a racist ape video. He posted somebody else's meme about the Lion King. If anybody should be upset, it would be Disney. Hey man, you defiled our movie. All right, I'm sorry. But would they feel better if Obama was the meerkat? Would they feel better if Michelle?
No, they would feel better if Obama pushed it out or Michelle had pushed it out. They would have felt better then. That's the problem. It's who sent the message.
Michelle was the pig? Or would that have been racist too? Just
subscribe.
I guarantee you, any face that they would have put Michelle or Barack on any one of those animals would have been said to be racist. They look for reasons to say it. Am I offended? Hell no. I laughed. It's funny. I'm sick of it. Yeah, Tim Scott.
Yeah, he tweet.
Called it racist.
Tim Scott tweet.
And I'm thinking to myself,
he should know better.
You've shown yourself as the house Negro at this point. Doesn't bother me. Doesn't bother my sister. Nobody black I know are like, oh my God, I can't believe it. They put the man's face on an ape. Why? Why does it bother anybody? How is it demeaning to have a meme created about you? I remember when I was doing the dolphin stuff, and I had called out the quarterback for having a bad game, and I wish I had found it. Somebody made a meme of me in rat face. And people are like, man, he just roasted you. Roasted who? I don't give a shit. How thin-skinned must you be to feel that, it's racist to be on an ape?
Yeah, Tim Scott tweet.
Remember,
man.
these are the same people when at this event,
we'll call Trump and ask Trump, hey, Trump, what happened?
All this for an effing flag? Oh, no, nobody can talk about that. And then this. She talks about shopping and tells you shouldn't be shopping at white clothiers.
Here of someone whose fashion that I like, and I know that they're a person of color, I try to make it a point. But the clothes have to be available.
Yeah, Karen.
I think we can all do some work to think about that balance in our wardrobes. What does our closet look like?
Karen's an A-Ron. It's a good one.
Who are we supporting in it? Right. And I think if you have the money to buy Chanel, then you have the money to buy everybody. Right. And so let us be mindful, I think would be my advice. Yeah.
This woman is terrible. She is terrible. She hates herself, her marriage. You was a first lady. What is wrong with her? First lady. And you complaining. You got Secret Service watching you and your kids everywhere y'all go. You want to stop the police or defund the police. Really? Get rid of her Secret Service.
Yeah. Make sure you're giving your money to the black designers. Yeah. If you got money to buy some Chanel, then you should be spreading that around with the sisters. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Kiss my ass. Don't tell me where I got to spend my money. Don't tell me where I shouldn't or shouldn't patronize. I'm an adult. I've been on this planet for 65 years.
Right.
I'm my father's oldest son. I am my mother's oldest son. I've been here. You don't have to tell me, and I don't need to have some sort of panel sitting around telling me where I need to shop and where I don't need to shop.
Amazing.
You can't even get black women to understand that getting ID isn't a problem. Maybe you should be spending your time showing people how to use the computer. Why did you even make that video? Because no, the black women can't find you. They don't know how to use YouTube.
Right. And damn liberals.
Understand how silly all this is? We have 4
Thank you, guys.
dead
Thank you.
American personnel that we finally make an arrest on 14 years later, and we're talking about ape face. Something's really wrong. Something really wrong if an ex-president and his wife are untouchable, yet the other guy, you can kick in his front door and rip through his wife's underwear drawer, start looking at different things, take a shot at him, but he's the bad guy. Let me know when they start doing that to the Obamas. Let me know when they impeach you and indict you across the country. Let me know when they constantly, for years on end, call you a Nazi or a fascist or, Speedo. Let me know when all that happens to the Obamas, and then I'll say, you know what, maybe we shouldn't have made or posted a ape face. In closing on this, I just want to tell you, we are never going to come back as a country unified. Not anytime soon. These people hate America. They hate you. They hate me. They want nothing to do with us. They'll do anything to lie and obfuscate, to the point where one of our major news organizations would post something so vilely wrong and say that he posted about the Obamas, when that is clearly, now that you've seen it, it had nothing to do with the Obamas. It was about voter fraud. They're going to use every weapon in their disposal to get you off your game. You have got to realize, unfortunately, the only way we are going to save this country is if everybody understands what's at stake. You're not going to find it on Fox. You're not going to find it with some people on X. They don't seem to have America's best interest at heart.
That's the
whatever gets clicks,
that's the problem.
Whatever gets views, wherever they can make money, that's all that matters at this point. And God help them when they realize they've been wrong. And I just hope we don't get to a position
Defending Donnie Darko, who you talking about?
Where that comes to be reality, where they're back in charge. And you can see everything happening right now, everything going on with the SAVE Act, everything going on with the arrest and Epstein files. It's all distractions to keep you from saying, Trump, do what you got to do. Do what you have to do. I don't care if you make every single person on the Democrat Party look like an ape if we can get the SAVE Act. I don't care if you make a meme of me being an ape. Don't care. In fact, I'd probably take it as a compliment if somebody said I'm a silverback, because you know what silverbacks do. They're some badasses. So please spare me.
Yeah, they should have had
in 90 seconds.
Winston, yep.
Car. Let me show you how you get to keep that car. I'm the mayor. I'm I'm going to show you how to do it. I'm using these examples as jokes and anecdotes, but it's absolutely appropriate.
5 more minutes, you guys. I got to cut it off. 5 more minutes.
It is an absolute crime.
I'll be back again.
That he is advocating, and not just advocating. Let me show you how you get away with it.
Make sure you guys subscribe.
Oops, wrong one.
These guides are here today, ready.
Thank you. It's been fun.
If you run out, we will print more.
Make sure everybody gets one. But make sure this is like New York Monopoly money. Make sure everybody gets a get out of jail free card. Here's how we're going to beat ICE. We're going to make sure everybody has a booklet that they can quickly turn to and say, okay, here's what we do.
So what it is, I work the weekends. I work Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 12-hour shift, 36 hours. I'll be off Monday through Thursday. So I noticed Thursday, Saturday, and Monday. So Thursday, Monday mornings, I can do this with you guys. And I guess Saturday as well. If not, let me know in the community chat what you guys like. What you like me to do. Let's continue.
Would you ever, depending on how old you are, would you ever believe in your life that you would see a mayor of a city advocating and showing people how to get away with a crime on stage in front of however many people?
I urge you to share these with your congregants.
That's all I ask. We're going to figure it out together. We're going to grow together. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Even those who are citizens, even those whom you think ICE may not target.
Hold on. Wait a second. Oh, yeah, I forgot that part. He wants the people who are faith leaders to do it. Think about the evil of that. They're sitting there and they don't realize he's talking to you, Mr. Rabbi, Mr. Pastor, Mr. Priest, Mr. Deacon. I want you to not think about the laws.
Good night.
Not to think about your beliefs.
I got to work in the morning too. I got to be at work at 5:30 in the morning. I appreciate you guys.
Out to people, show them how to break the law.
You guys are a blessing.
That's not in the top 10. I'm sure when Moses came down, it didn't say, "Oh, these 10, I can't do these. Thou shalt not, thou shalt not." But if you get caught doing number 2 or number 3, here's number 11. It'll show you how to get out of jail. In case you get caught stealing or murdering or coveting or, just go down the list and look at 10, there's an asterisk on the bottom from Mandami and it says, all these 10 things there, the 10, the things, the asterisk, Mandami's going to give you. And just hand it out to your congregation. Oh, really? Oh, so I can go steal something, I could do this, but the asterisk says Mandami's going to show me how to get away with it. He's asking, quote, faith leaders to do the dirty work for him. He's asking faith workers to ignore the very basis of what they're supposed to be doing, is telling people how to be good, how to obey the laws of the Lord, how to walk in faith. And this heathen is telling faith leaders, go ahead and spread these out. Not my words. He just said it. Is there any other way to look at it? Forget my jokes. I'll get serious. Is there any other way to look at what he just said? I want faith leaders to distribute these folders or whatever they are that show people how to avoid getting caught breaking the law. How could you be a pastor? How could you be a priest? It's bad enough you're diddling kids. Now you're going to just completely annihilate everything you believe? Man.
These materials apply to us all. Those who have been here for 5 generations, those who arrived last year.
Good night, everybody. Blessings. Thank you. Subscribe. Stay with me. Let's grow together. I do videos, shorts. I do it all on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Good night.